Hello students, how are you all? Welcome to our new class. I am your 8th class biology teacher. I am Mr. Prithviraj, as you all know. I am your biology teacher. In our last class we have gone through female reproductive system. Okay, dust. There are a lot of topics we have discussed, and in this class I will tell you how embryo is developed and some general knowledge about this particular topic which is given in your book. And we will conclude our topic and we will conclude our chapter in this particular class. Today's class we will discuss development of embryo, and we will discuss IVF. Okay, and we will discuss about bisexual animals, and I will explain you what is called cloning. These are the topics for our last class. Okay, before I start this class, let me remind you what exactly is fertilization. Fertilization is a process in which a male reproductive system combines with female reproductive system, and after combination they will form a zygote, and this zygote will turn to embryo, and from embryo it will turn into fetus, and fetus will grow into a baby. So here we will learn what exactly is embryo, development of embryo, how it done, how these things happens, we will get in this particular class. So fertilization of two types, as I explained to you. First one is internal fertilization, second one is external fertilization. Internal fertilization happens inside the body of the female, external fertilization happens outside the body of the female. Okay, so here, as you all know, this is your fallopian tube. Okay, and this is your uterus part. Okay, I won't draw the complete diagram, but this is what the part looks like. Now we are learning development of embryo. When egg cell comes here, suppose egg cell came here. Now here zygote form, sperm combined, now it form. This is called zygote. Soon after the formation of zygote, inside it the cell will start to divide. From 8 to 12, then 8, 16, 32, like that it will try to multiply, and it will grow bigger, little bit bigger. And it will move from here, here, and it will be connected here at ovary and starts to grow over there. From fallopian tube, the zygote formation done, and after zygote formation, it will start to develop as embryo, and this embryo will be connected here at uterus, and this process is called implantation. In your book, I don't know like implantation what is not given, but you need to know this. So the cells begin to form group that develop into different tissues and organs in the body. This developing structure is termed as embryo. Now this cell after division what? They will be start to developing, they will start to multiply, and after multiplication they will form tissues, they will form number of organs. Okay. The embryo gets embedded in the wall and turns to further development. So this embryo embedded in the wall of the uterus and further development will be taken place. The embryo continues to develop in the uterus. It gradually develops body parts such as hands, legs, eyes, ears, etc. So this uterus will gradually develop. It will start to generate eyes, nose, ears, okay, legs, hands, limbs, everything start to grow slowly. Okay, when the embryo develops fully and all other parts are distinct, it is called fetus. When embryo will develop into full, okay, all body parts are seen distinctly, then that will be known as your what? Then that particular object will be known as your fetus. And let me write here, I wrote over there. So first stage is zygote, second stage is embryo, and the last stage is fetus, and after the growth of fetus it will turn into baby. Okay, and the total period of zygote to the completion of fetus, means the third baby, it takes 280 days. It takes how many days? 280 days, and this period is called as gestation period. This period is called as gestation period. Okay. Now, have you ever seen that there is a resemblance with parents of the kids? Some of you might look like your father, some of you might look like your mother, or some of you might look like some of the traits are there from both, right? It is because half of the characters are coming from father, from the sperm, and half of the characters are coming from mother, from the uterus, what you call egg. And after combination, you people are formed. So this particular thing involves characters from both of your father and mother. And the perfect explanation for this you will get in 10th class heredity chapter. In the chapter called as heredity, you will get clear-cut explanation for each and every part. Okay? So now let us understand what is IVF. IVF is called as in vitro fertilization. IVF is known to be in vitro fertilization. What is in vitro fertilization, students? In vitro fertilization means what? Test tube baby. This means test tube baby. What is the test tube baby concept? Here in lab, what will happen? There will be a test tube, okay, where egg cell will be brought from a woman. It will put here, and a sperm cell will be brought from a donor of male, and they both will be combined in lab. And after combination, this embryo will develop, and this embryo will be planted inside the body of the female. So here, the fertilization takes place outside in a lab. And this kind of fertilization is known as in vitro fertilization. This is called as artificial mode of what? Artificial mode of reproduction. It is a kind of. But here still we are forming everything. Zygote is formed, everything is formed, right? After the formation of zygote, this embryo will be implanted into the female body. Okay? As you all know, what is external fertilization, students? External fertilization means where the fertilization will be taken place outside. Suppose there is a fish, it will lay eggs inside the rock, means beside the rock. Now male fish will come, it will discharge all its sperm upon the rock, means upon the eggs, and they both will be what? Form zygote, and small fishes will float all over the pond. That's it. And the experiment is given in your online class earlier, digital class. So please look at the experiment, how to conduct this particular experiment. Now bisexual animals. Bisexual animals are called as hermaphrodites. Bisexual animals are simply called as hermaphrodites. Here what will happen? There are some animals like your earthworm, okay, some kind of toad, some kind of salamanders. What they do? They can change their reproductive system, means they can change their gametes. At first they were having male gametes, they can turn into female gametes. Suppose both males are there, they need to reproduce. Then this particular male will turn their gametes into female gamete, and after reproduction they can produce a what? Young one. So these kind of animals are called as hermaphrodites, or they are bisexual animals. Now at last topic is our cloning. Students, here we will take example of two sheeps. First sheep is, you know sheep, Dolly the sheep took birth in 1996, was the first cloned animal which was produced. Successfully cloned animal which was produced at that time. Okay, so this Dolly is produced from a Scottish blackface sheep and fin dorset sheep. We will take two kinds of sheep. First one is fin dorset. It is a breed of sheep, my dears, fin dorset sheep, and another was Scottish black-faced Eve. Two ships are there. Now what happened? Scientists took one egg cell from Scottish Eve. Understand nicely. Scientists took egg cell, means the ovum cell from Scottish black-faced Eve. It is a female. After taking this egg cell, what they did? They removed its nucleus. From fin dorsal cell. They conducted mammary gland cells, Okay, the milk gland is there now. From there they took cells, and here this nucleus they removed and placed here. See, the ovum cell was from Scottish black-faced Eve, and the mammary gland cell nucleus was from the internal part is from fin dorsal cell. Now they placed it over here. After that, this ovum start to grow, and after growing, Dolly the chick took birth. Who took birth? Dolly the chick took birth. And now the properties of Dolly, means the characters of Dolly, was completely equal to fin dorsal cell, not Scottish black-faced Eve. Although Scottish black-faced Eve gave birth, but the properties and the characters, the traits were very much similar to that of fin dorsal cell. Why? Because the mammary gland cell's nucleus was implanted inside the ovary of the Scottish black-faced Eve, and Scottish black-faced Eve's nucleus was removed. So the growth which was happened, that is completely what? On the basis of fin dorsal cell. Here, no reproduction. You cannot call it sexual reproduction. Why? Because here sex cell is not involved. Although one sex cell involved, male sex cell didn't involved. Here both of them are female. Here sheep's mammary gland cell is involved, and here one of the females ovum cell was involved. And here only nucleus involved, here only cell was involved. Here nucleus was removed, here cell was removed. Okay? Is that clear? This is the end of our chapter called reproduction, and you need to go through all the questions and answers. Okay, students? And we will meet in our next class called as the age of adolescence. Until then, bye.